haven't done a lot of videos lately, and I'll explain why in a minute. So, I hope you guys had a wonderful Easter. Happy Easter if you haven't celebrated yet or whatever. And also, happy Autism Awareness Day as well for you guys who have autism out there as well. So Easter crept up on me really quickly because oh my god, it's now April, right? And I'm like, oh my god, Easter was just last week, to be honest with you. But I'm like, oh my god, the year's gone so fast. It's going to be Christmas very, very soon, probably. So just the years of, I can't believe we're in April already and we're still in 2025. It's crazy, right? So anyway, the reason why I've been online is, if you haven't seen my Instagram post, I just got her a cat, and I got another cat as well. So I've been preoccupied with that as well. So I do apologize in advance for videos as well. Like, I haven't done videos for a while, so I've been a bit antsy, a bit agitated, if you will. So so I've got some time today. I was going to do it yesterday, but because I pre-edited this on Monday. Or was it Sunday? No, I pre-edited it on Monday after Easter. I was up late. Not up late. It was like, what? I did this earlier. Then I pre-edited my Average Rex video as well. Very late during the evening, like 5 o'clock to 6. So I'm like, I just got to take a break from editing today. So that's what I did. So I just see my Instagram post. That's why I haven't been posting a lot online. And also too, the reason also that I've been online is because of that, but also we had to because there's 2 of them and we had to get them adjusted to each other. It took a bit. At first I was hissing at each other. We have a water gun. We had to oi, stop fighting as well. They're fine now. They're bonding now, but still there's some. Let's just say they're getting used to each other. So that's over and done with. So that's why I wasn't online, because we had to get introduced to the house and stuff. Now they are. It's great being a cat parent, right? As well. So anyway, besides that, yes, we're going to talk about Supergirl today. Now this dropped, I believe, last week. Was it before Easter? So I couldn't do this in advance because I was busy. I've been really busy in my life recently. So also, but today we're going to react to Supergirl. So how fun is that? I do love this poster better than the actual first poster that they released. I thought the first poster was okay, but this is like, give me superhero vibes. Supergirl! As I was going to say Superman, but it's not Superman, it's Supergirl. But anyway, me rambling on. But anyway, I love this shot of her just doing this superhero pose, and that reminded me of Wonder Woman, because in the first Wonder Woman movie, as well, before they did the reboot of DC, I gathered that was Wonder Woman, and she did a Wonder Woman pose. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been doing the Wonder Woman pose. I love it, Supergirl. So that's fantastic as well. I really love this poster. I think seeing a poster like this with a badass superhero on the poster, on the cover, just makes it even more so, badass. Because women are like, hey, we can be badass and strong too. And as you can see, Supergirl's giving that vibe as well. So if you haven't yet, you can check out my first trailer reaction of Supergirl. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, to be honest with you. It's getting quite a lot of views. Better than Superman did, actually, come to think of it. As well. I wonder why that is. Yeah. Anyway, so last time I checked, it was at 120 something. Now it's gone up a bit. So it's like, what, at 126? It's getting views, so obviously you guys are watching it to prepare for my Supergirl reaction, which I appreciate as well, because sometimes people are like, oh, I didn't know she reacted to this trailer. I'm like, oh, I'll go check it out. So I want to remind you guys, I did react to the first one, so go and check it out. Not that you have to, but if you're curious to know what I thought about it, go right ahead. So it's doing really good. It's doing really good. Better than Superman. I'm not sure why that is, but oh well, yeah. I'm not a big Supergirl fan, like I said, my first reaction on the trailer, but I love a female superhero, like Wonder Woman, as well, the villains, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn. I'm all in for girl power, so this is fantastic. So, like I said, I did react to the first trailer, so you go check it out as well. Also, today we're going to react to the second trailer of Supergirl, okay? And also, before we get started, I want to say, I love the second thumbnail for this trailer reaction. Oh my god, her and her dog Crypto is so adorable and so cute. I just become a pet owner again for so many years. I had a cat for like 5 years. So to see that really warms and touches my heart if you have a pet in that scenario as well. So like, oh my god, that's the best thumbnail trailer reaction, thumbnail trailer that I've ever seen. So kudos on the team who put that together. That's fantastic as well. So anyway, let's.
Hey, I was just touching base to see
Is that
you might be
Superman?
coming back. You know, I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off-world all the time, Kara. I'm worried you're not going to find
It is him!
Oh,
Oh, what a
that's the
surprise!
thing.
I was not expecting Superman to be in a cameo in this movie. That's fantastic.
No people. Home is wherever you are, buddy.
Hey, the thumbnail from the trailer. Love it.
Crypto and I at least had each other.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Honestly, I thought we were lucky. But luck, almost by definition, runs out.
Oh no!
What can I do?
The Brickens carry the antidote on that person.
Don't tell me they're gonna kill Crypto in this movie. I'll be very upset because I love Crypto and Superman. That way kill Crypto. I'm telling you, they can't.
It's the crime of the Yellow Hills. He murdered my innocent family.
Just do what I say. And don't die. This does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Stop.
Lego! Oh, you're kidding me! He looks great. This looks great. It's like really great.
Revenge. It won't take your pain away.
I love that line. Jason Momoa doing his thing, am I right?
Your eyes are beautiful when you cry.
Oh, what's going on there?
Lot of suffering.
There's no home without you, buddy.
Oh, I love that shot when she, yeah. Oh, cool action shot there. Loving it.
Aren't you the ditz from that dive bar?
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touche.
Oh, wow, that looks good. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, that looks phenomenally fantastic. Oh my god, I'm loving the action already. We didn't see a lot of action shots in the first trailer, to be honest with you. This trailer's a lot better than the first one, I gotta tell you. Even though I love that trailer, it set out the story of Supergirl, but now we get some more action scenes in this trailer for sure. So it's gonna be very action-packed, sorry, which I love because I love action movies. So I'm all in for it as well. So yeah, so I love Superman. I love Superman. So, like I said, Superman and Supergirl are my favorite, but I know the lore of the story of them or the mythology of them. But yeah, but I think it's just fantastic to, see, to see Superman didn't do great numbers, but it did pretty well. My mum enjoyed the movie as well, even though she did not know all the characters. And like, who's that guy? And I had to look it up because I know most of the DC characters, but not a lot. So I'm like, oh, that's Guy Gardner. Speaking of Green Lanterns as well, the Lanterns show as well. So yeah, so even though she didn't know the characters of the movie, as well, because I was like, who's Morph? And I'm like, okay, I'll look it up. This is Morph as well. So it's fun to, guess what characters are in the movie, because I don't know all the DC characters. I know the main ones, like Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Supergirl, obviously, but the obscured ones is very hard. I'm like, who's that? I don't know who that is. Like, what? But yeah, but it was so much fun watching that movie as well. This might do better than Superman. We'll see. I'm not saying it will hit $1 billion. It'll be happy if they did that, but I'm not sure just yet. But yeah, but it looks fantastic so far. So yeah, so anyway, we've got this beautiful shot of them in space, obviously, at zero gravity, as they call it, because they're in space, right? And you kind of see things floating up in the air, which is fantastic. I'm not a big sci-fi person, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not into science fiction movies as well, like science of it all, like aliens and stuff like that. I'm not really into, like, space stuff as well. I'm not really into that, but, but saying that, this reminds me of a lot of space movies as well. Like, is Alien a space movie? I haven't seen Alien, but I know it's set in space, right? It's a space movie, right? Star Wars, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Star Wars is sci-fi, yeah, but Star Wars is a bit different, okay, guys? As well, I don't mind Star Wars as well to a degree, as well. But yeah, anyway, moving on. So yeah, so I love how everything's just like zero gravity because it's obviously in space, and obviously space works differently than planet Earth, so I kind of like that effect that they did as well. So obviously you see her there, playing with crypto in space. Oh, that'd be cool, just floating in space, playing fetch with your dog. Oh, that's fantastic. Love that. Also, I'm loving her hair. Oh my god, her hair's fantastic. You can't really see it, but the back of it. We didn't see the back of her hair in the first trailer, so it's nice to see the wave of it. I kind of wave my hair today. You can't really see because I've got my hair, tied up. But I wave my hair today. I'm like, I need to wave my hair. I'm still getting used to waving my hair a bit, as well. I've got like a, one of those curler things, that you curl it with. So I'm using that, but also, just my hair goes naturally, when I wash it, my hair just goes naturally wavy. And when I wake up in the morning, my mom says, "Oh my god, you look like a supermodel," just as well. Because people have a thing called bedhead. My hair does not do that. My hair is flawless when I wake up. Like I've come out of the shower or a dream with my hair. So my hair is just so curled up in the morning. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty lucky as well to have that effect. But no, a lot of people don't have that effect when they wake up in the morning. It's like, oh, I got bedhead, it look awful. But me, I'm just like, I don't even know how to brush it. But I brush it anyway because it's hygienic. So yeah. My mom's like, you don't really brush it in the morning. I'm like, I still do it because it's, Yeah, anyway. Besides talking about my wavy hair, yes, I love Supergirl's hair in this as well. Very fantastic as well. Also, we get to see Superman. So obviously Superman is talking to Kara via of an old television. I was gonna say radio, but it doesn't look like a radio. It looks like a television. That's what I said. Yeah. I have to get distracted. Yeah, it's nice to see him. I don't think it was gonna make a cameo in this movie, although to be fair, it wouldn't make sense because Supergirl made a cameo. I was so happy for a cameo in Superman. Like, oh my god, it's freaking Supergirl. Interestingly enough, that wasn't spoiled for me. To be honest with you, I'm like, wow, they kept that under wraps. Like, I didn't know she was in the end credit scene. I didn't know anything about it. So I was pretty shocked. I'm like, oh my god, that's freaking Supergirl. Like, what? This is amazing. So I got to enjoy the experience without being it spoiled for me. So that was fun for me to watch as well. Although, to be fair, a lot of people talk about this movie as well. But a lot of people were surprised about the Supergirl coming out, which is cool as well. So yeah, so he's talking to Supergirl, obviously. Supergirl's not paying attention to him as well. But I'm wondering if that actually what's his name? David Cornswell. Is that actually him or is that like a filter? It feels like a filter to me, like AI, but that's probably him. Although I think like what filter they made doesn't look great. Like I know this movie is supposed to like represent the the old fashioned, they're going with a very time period movie. Not time period, but the period that they're in, obviously. So they're focusing kind of on that. But I'm like, that's a bad filter. I'm like, can someone edit this filter to look not so blurry? Because you can see like he's not even, I don't even know if he's there. I'm not sure. It looks AI, but I don't know. It could be there. They could have shot this, but they put a weird filter on David Cornswell, and I don't know how I feel about that personally. You can see the filter, like it's very blurry as well a little bit. As well. I think the background's also blurry too, which is interesting as well. But besides that, we'll see how this goes as well. But he's talking to Supergirl, obviously. I think there's a scene. They've chopped this up, so we don't know when this takes place, obviously. So obviously there's a scene in the movie that, Clark sends her a transmission of a message, and obviously she watches it, obviously. Obviously, I think that's the case, but they've kind of chopped it up, so you don't know where it is in the movie. So we'll see what she thinks of it when she, if she, I'm pretty sure she would watch the transmission, right, from her cousin, right? Yeah, she would have, but the way this takes place is like she's not even listening, so maybe that's a different part of the movie as well, and then she comes in and, sees the transmission of what Clark sent her. So let's see what they decide to do with this as well. Very interesting stuff here as well. Okay, so obviously we know what the story is because they kind of gave it away in the movie already, kind of. That's what usually trailers do. Usually a teaser trailer would tell you what the movie is, but the official trailer would tell you what the story is. So obviously this guy is not transporting, but shooting that crypto, and I can't really tell what that is because it's such a blurry shot. Most of these shots are very blurry, as you can see from the trailer. As well, even like the action shots are very blurry. Like, what's going on? Why is it so blurry? I would love to have a clear shot of an action shot, but it's a freeze frame. That's why they call it a freeze frame. So yeah, anyway, so you can't really see what he's deploying from his arrow gun thing, but obviously it shoots crypto. I'm like, oh my god, please do not tell me you're gonna kill a crypto in this movie. As well, he is the MPV of Superman, by the way. I really love crypto, even though I'm not a dog lover. I love cats, but I'm not really a dog lover. But just seeing him on screen, I was like, oh my god, he's an MVP for sure. If that's how you say it, he was fantastic. So I hope they don't kill him off. Someone said it might be kind of poison that they shot into crypto. I'm not sure. I thought it was a tranquilizer dart, to be honest with you, because the way that he's deploying it looks like something you would tranquilize an animal with. So we'll see what's going on here. But very interesting stuff. I mean, don't you dare kill a crypto. I mean, they won't. I mean, obviously they won't kill crypto. Obviously they won't. Because I know a lot of people love crypto. So if they kill him off, people are going to, why did you kill crypto? He was such a good character in Superman. So yeah, don't you dare. I highly doubt they would do it. But if they hypothetically did, I would have a problem with it as well. So we'll see what's going on here. So yeah, so they have to get this cure for crypto, obviously. So that's the whole story about it as well, which is very interesting, integral story. I'm not sure that's going to be the whole story, to be honest with you, because it looks like, we'll talk about it later on, it looks like they're just hunting for that, because this villain has the cure for crypto. So if that's a whole story, then that's a lame story as well with all the action sequences, but there might be more to it. Let's see. There might be more to it. So let's see what's going on here as well. Also, what was interesting, you get to see Krypton. Yeah, Krypton, right? Yeah, Krypton, obviously. We've seen that shot from the first trailer, but you get more in-depth what's going on here. So who is in that beautiful, gorgeous coffin there? Who is that? Let's zoom in. Who is that? Is that Supergirl's mom? Because obviously Supergirl's down. We don't see the mom anywhere. So maybe that's her. I'm not sure what's going on here. But interesting enough, when I saw Frankenstein, right? Speaking of like the shape of the coffin, when I saw Frankenstein with Oscar Isaac and Jacob Elordi? Yeah, when I saw that movie, jeez, my voice is going raspy. Okay. Sorry, when I saw Oscar Isaac and Jacob Elordi in that movie, they did when the parents died, this is not a spoiler if you've seen the movie, but they did a very interesting coffin take. I'm like, oh, this is a very fancy coffin, like, that's nice. Like, I think they were royalty. I think royalty has a different type of coffin, maybe, but this one looks good too, but it's just a plain coffin. A kryptonic coffin. A kryptonic, oh my god, a kryptonic coffin as well. That was hard to say because they both start with the third letter of that, and the second letter of the coffin starts with O. So it's very hard to say. Kryptonic coffin. But I got there as well. So I wonder who that is. Interesting. Okay, we'll see. It might be her mom, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going on here. But she's obviously there. as well. They changed the mythology of Superman from the Superman movie as well. I think his mom especially is a different race, which is a nice touch as well. So we'll see what's going on there. Yeah, so as you can see, there's Supergirl. She's in that space shuttle. She's because remember in the story, you know, Clark was sent to Earth, you know, to as a baby to to save him from the destruction of Krypton. Now, obviously, Supergirl was here when the destruction of Krypton happened because she's a lot older, remember? But her job was to go to Earth to protect Superman, okay? I'm not sure that's an actual story, but from the Supergirl series, that's what I've heard. But, so she was sent there to protect Clark, obviously, but suddenly Clark grown up, and obviously she's like, oh, what the heck do I do now? That was my mission, my purpose, to protect Clark. But the reason why I think it's weird, because she's the older cousin, right, than Superman, because Superman was a baby still at that time, I think. But yeah, it's interesting that he grew up, but she's still the same, you know? Or maybe it's the space shuttle. Maybe. Does the space shuttle have like an aging, ratio? Maybe. Interesting. Or maybe she's immortal. I don't know how the aging thing works, but they're just saying that she's the older cousin, but she looks so younger than Superman, right? I'm getting that, yeah. But anyway, yeah, she's in that space shuttle, obviously. And she's getting cast off away from Krypton, obviously. And she looks very frightened and scared. I wonder what that headgear's on her head. I've never seen headgear like that. I don't think Superman as a baby had headgear like that. Like, what's going on here? So we'll see what's going on there. Maybe the transmission. Maybe she has like a earmuff thing that she can, talk to her parents still before they demise, obviously. So we'll see what's going on here. And as you can see, that's her father there, obviously, seeing her from the spaceship before she leaves, obviously. Is that, is that the guy from the Santa Claus movies? What's his name? David Krumholtz? Yeah, I think that's him. I'm so happy he's in this. I didn't know he was in this movie, but that's good for him. He played Bernard in the Santa Claus movies and also came back for a cameo in the Santa Claus series, if you haven't seen that TV series. Yeah, so good stuff. I'm glad he's in this as well. So that begs the question, where's the mom? Is the mom dead? Is the mom not here? Like, I think someone said I think someone said they saw her in this trailer, but I didn't catch it, so we'll see. Actually enough, in the Supergirl series, which is different to the movie, in the Supergirl series, they talked about, Kara's parents a bit. She thought they were dead, but her mom was still alive. And I thought that was an interesting twist of that story, because obviously the dad died, obviously, in that show. In that universe, obviously, and her mum was still alive on Earth, so that was kind of a nice touch. So they might, I don't know if they'll do something like that, but they're trying to but it's nice that why the parents are still alive. So for some strange reason in movies and like also Batman and Disney, obviously, speaking of Disney, they always have to kill the parents off. Like, why is that? Like, I guess that builds character, and I guess that builds emotion of how the character is feeling and how the character is, going to perceive going to perceive it themselves and how they're feeling. And obviously Supergirl has a lot of feelings about Krypton, obviously, so you can see her in her emotions, and she's a bit traumatized by it. She's like Batman. Speaking of Batman as well, because Batman is still traumatized to this day about his parents being murdered. So yeah, so there's a correlation between Supergirl and Batman, and I love if they took that idea from Batman and put it into Supergirl. That could be interesting as well. But we'll see. What's going on here as well. So, speaking of Jason Ma, we finally got to see, what's his name? Lobo. I forgot his name. Lobo. We finally get to see Lobo. I didn't talk about it he was in the trailer a little bit, but people were like so disappointed that we couldn't actually see him. So now we get a clear shot of him. That we see, which is fantastic, because I'm like, why are you so dark? I was kind of concerned because, to be honest with you, I don't know a lot about obscure DC characters. I only know the main ones like Joker and Harley Quinn, obviously, and others. But yeah, but I was wondering if he wasn't going to be in this movie, because in the story of what's this based on, this is based on Woman of Tomorrow. So that's a Supergirl comic, obviously, if you've heard of that. So that's based on, the movie's based on that comic, obviously. So we'll see how that plays out as well. Very different, violent. It's a very different take on Supergirl. Let's just say that from what I've heard. It's a very violent take on Supergirl and more feminist than the character perceives to be. So we'll see how that applies to audiences as well. I love it, but I know people are like, boo, female characters as well. So we'll see. But it's nice to see him here. I don't know a lot about the character Lobo, to be honest with you, so I wasn't sure if he was going to be in the movie a lot. He's still not in the movie a lot, to be honest with you. Like, it's only in, I think he'll make a cameo. Yeah, I think he won't be in the movie all through the way, I don't think, because with what we've seen for the trailer, but I think he'll be in, like, cameos. Like, it's not like a derivative, a main character like Supergirl is. Like, it's not secondary main character. He's just there because he has to be there. I kind of feel bad for Jason Momoa. I feel like someone just said, all right, Jason Momoa, you're going to play Lobo, but you're there because you have to be. You're not the main character. You're not the sidekick, which I thought that was the case, because that would have been a pretty good idea, but that's not the case. But you're there because you're supposed to be there. I kind of feel bad. But yeah, we don't see him a lot in the trailer as well, so that begs the question if he is just going to be in a little cameo scene. Not actually cameo, but might be sprinkled parts that he'll be in cameo scenes as well. So that's what it looks like to me. So we'll see what's going on there as well. I feel bad for Jason Momoa, because Jason Momoa has, his career is blown off. If you haven't seen The Great Wrecking Crew with David Bautista, oh my god, that's such a good movie. I rewatched it with a friend on Easter, because I haven't seen this, and it's so good. Speaking of action-packed, it's so good. There's one scene with the cheese grater, and my mum was like, oh my god, it's so disgusting, but it's so awesome at the same time. So go and check it out with him. He's fantastic in that. They play brothers, so I think it's really cool as well. There's a lot of action fight scenes if you're into that as well. But yeah, but I kind of feel bad for him if he's just there because he's supposed to be there, like, but we'll see. So yeah, so also, speaking of, like I said, I don't know a lot about Lobo, obviously. The makeup reminds me of Kiss. The main Kiss is Lobo based on Kiss? That could be interesting. Yeah, because the makeup is like, he's got like that very white makeup on his face. You can't really see it because of this terrible shot in the trailer, but obviously you can imagine, and also, you can also, see what I see kind of. But yeah, but he looks like the bad from Kiss. I don't know Kiss, but I know they have that kind of really cool 80s makeup, and he's got like the black eye and the white makeup. So, that reminds me of Kiss. Let me know. Does Lobo look like Kiss? I think he does. So it's just, what are you talking about? He's not like Kiss. Like, if you haven't seen photos, when I researched Lobo, I'm like, he looks like the guy from Kiss. To be honest with you. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. He's the guy from Kiss. So yeah. Speaking of really cool action shots, we've got another one here. It's so blurry. Like, I want to see just a clear action shot. Freeze frame. We paused speaking of the movie, The Wrecking Crew, we paused the movie. Oh my god. Yeah. Let's start over. I was watching The Wrecking Crew, speaking of that movie, which I discussed just recently too. We were watching The Wrecking Crew. We paused the movie on an action scene. I'm like, oh my god, that's a fantastic freeze frame. Don't we all love a freeze frame when it comes to an action-packed movie? I think that's fantastic. But yeah, but you can't see what she's doing here, but obviously she's getting a head start, okay? So if you see the trailer, you know what I mean. So obviously she's doing a head start. She's running towards that girl, okay? You can't really see in the shot because it's just a freeze frame, obviously. But she's running towards this girl, protecting her, and there's a big motorcycle that comes up. So that's what the scene is doing, the action shot. So I think it's really cool. I'm like, oh my god, it's such a really cool, freaking awesome shot in the trailer. That's fantastic. Also, speaking of her powers, we do get to see her use her heat vision, and that's straight from the comics as well. We do see her use her heat vision 2 times in the trailer, which is very interesting as well. So yeah, so that's obviously from the comics, obviously. So Supergirl has the same powers as Superman, and also weaknesses, as we discussed in the first trailer as well. So yeah, so I really like how they utilize her heat vision powers here. So cool, so badass, and so awesome as well. And also here, as you can see in this latest shot of the trailer, she's activating her powers, and she's like really shaken up. and stuff like that. And, you know, she's really pissed or mad. As well, it's like, oh, what did you say about my dog? Maybe someone mentioned a dog. I'm like, oh, don't you dare say that about my dog. Or don't you dare say about my cats as well, because I have cats now. So yeah, so I love how she's just preparing for battle, obviously, and I love how her eyes are just quivering, like her whole body is shaking and quivering up, which I love that attention to detail as well. Like I said with Superman, we'll talk about it a little bit later on here, but like I said, I liked how, you know, just because superheroes are immortal doesn't mean they have like human emotions. And also James Gunn, who worked on Supergirl, this movie, and also Superman as well, you know, he really captured both these superheroes, you know, with human emotions. Like, just because they're gods, just because they have powers, is very interesting and very fascinating to do. Because you won't see Wonder Woman do that. Like, there's I see all reels and stuff of Wonder Woman, and one of the buffs like, oh, I'm fainting. As well, like, oh my God, Wonder Woman, get yourself up, you're stronger than this. As well, it's funny how you see old clips like, oh no, there's a chemical reaction bomb, you know. And I hate the fact that back then women were depicted more as the damsels in distress. To be honest with you, like, I hated that, to be honest with you. Like, sometimes in Disney movies, sometimes when I rewatch the classics, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, like, it depends what the character is, basically, but I like how Disney's sort of like saying, right, we don't need a man, we can do this ourselves. So I think it's a fantastic message to send out there as well. Like I said, I don't mind saving the hero and being a damsel in distress. Like I said, like, I don't mind. It depends on the story, but, you know, you always see Wonder Woman, you know, pass out because there's a bomb, you know. And like, that's not Wonder Woman. She's strong as well. So, yeah. So I think that's a really funny thing, and also really interesting thing that they put in the characters of Supergirl and Superman as well. That sounds so. That sounds so. Oh my God, I'm losing my words. I said, it's interesting that Supergirl and Superman sound the same, even though they're both different superheroes as well. They're related, but different superheroes, as we can see the difference here as well. So yeah. We also get this other cool shot of Supergirl here. So what's going on here? Someone said she might be poisoned. I don't think that's the case. Because remember, in the comics, obviously, you know, Supergirl has a weakness to kryptonite. And that's obviously Superman's weakness as well. So it might be Krypton. It might be, kryptonite. There you go, kryptonite. I said Krypton. What? Kryptonite. Oh my God, kryptonite. They gotta give kryptonite a different name than Krypton, because they both sound the same. So yeah, so obviously she's been, so obviously someone must have had kryptonite on them and used them against Supergirl, and that's why she's kind of, not feeling the greatest there, and obviously you can see the cracks on her face. So that's obviously kryptonite poisoning for sure. So I said it might be poison, but I don't think it's poison. I don't think Supergirl can react to poison that quickly, but kryptonite is definitely a poison. So it might be kryptonite. That's my guess as well. And you could, if it's poison, like, you know, you wouldn't have that reaction to, you know, whenever you allergic reaction to something, it flares up very quickly. So if that was poison, even though kryptonite isn't poison, it's got to be kryptonite. It has to be kryptonite, because you can see those cracks. And obviously, if you see the Supergirl series, different story there, you can see, like, every time when she gets poisoned to kryptonite, her face does that crack, and I kind of like that effect of that as well. So that's kryptonite poisoning for you. So yeah, so obviously someone had a kryptonite on her. It's like, oh no, it's not good. And then we see another shot of her, losing her mobility, she might have been poisoned. That's what I'm guessing of the kryptonite. We see her kind of, fading away, and not, her strength is kind of low. So that might be from kryptonite as well. So we'll see what's going on now. Or she's just giving up. Nah, I don't think Supergirl would ever do that. Nah, she's a superhero, right? And this reminds me of the clever thing that they did in Superman, which I have to give applaud to, is that when it came to kryptonite, they used it more as a... They never done this before, because in the comics it's like, oh no, kryptonite, stay away. But here they made it more serious. Like, oh my God, this is a serious thing. It feels like more like an illness or a disease of kryptonite, to be honest with you. And the way that they utilize it here is so good, because you can see that Superman's not doing the greatest there. His eyes are like red, and you know, he's got like that red underlay as well, and it's obviously, you know, he's got cracks on his face, he looks pale, and that's obviously from kryptonite poisoning as well. So I like the way that they used it more as a disease than a weakness, and that's true, like a allergic reaction, or it reminded me, I think I said this in my review of Superman, it reminded me of like lead poisoning as well, like that kind of thing. So I think that's a really good attention to detail. So they might do the same here to Supergirl because they both have those same weaknesses. So I'm curious to see how they utilize that as well. I hope they do the same thing with Superman as well, because he did. Although she's in space. Hang on. Maybe it doesn't affect her in space. Oh. I didn't think of that. Huh. Okay. Yeah, because she's jumping from world to world, right? Huh. Does kryptonite, when you get kryptonite poisoning, does it affect you when you're in space? That's interesting. Maybe that's why it's a bit more milder than Superman. We'll see. We'll see what's going on here. But obviously they have those weaknesses as well. So that's my thoughts on Supergirl. I apologize if this is so late, but I'm glad I got to do this today because I have to do another video as well. Can't speak of it as well. So that's all the time, guys. Make sure to like, share this guy 10 mix video as always. Make sure to support, like, comment. You know, every little bit you do. Either if you watch a video 100 tries, if you like the video, if you comment, it really helps the channel and supports me a lot too. And from doing videos as well. So make sure you go and do that as well. And also, if you haven't yet, hit the notification bell to get more updates, because that will tell you when I update videos, when I'm online. So it's just an easier way to say, oh, there's a video there. Like, wait a minute, like, please do that, because it will let you know, it will let you know when I'm online, like I said, and, you know, you get more updates as well. You get notifications about it, I think. I don't know how it works, because I have a channel here, but I know I get other notifications from other channels, but I don't know if you get notifications from my channel. I'm not sure how it works, but it's a bit different. But yeah, but if you get notifications, that's good. Yay! So that's all, guys. Make sure to do that as always. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye, guys.